Hello and welcome to another Franchise Hockey Manager 7 stream. My name is Adam. I'm the community manager of Franchise Hockey. With me as always and not pictured on your screen is FHM producer Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
Hey, everybody.
And we are back with Swimming in the Deep End San Jose Sharks 2022 Off-Season Spectacular. Jeff, last year things went, things went okay. I think that's the right word. It wasn't great. We missed the playoffs.
Yeah, we didn't get fired.
It was up and down. We survived, and
we had one more win than the first year. Although we didn't. We had a fewer points. Didn't lose in overtime as often.
Yes. So when we left off, we were swimming through the playoffs. I don't actually even remember who won. So let's take a quick look back at that. If we go back to the history,
the Blues did.
The Blues won. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. St. Louis beat. Who did they beat? It was a repeat, wasn't it? Wasn't it Boston they beat, I think?
Checking the history.
I'm checking. Oops, I clicked on the wrong button there. Let's try that again.
Yeah, Boston, 5 games.
Yes, Boston, 5 games, right. I'm not crazy.
After the improbable Calgary win the year before.
Yes, which made no sense. All right.
Speaking of improbable, Montreal 1 game away from making the finals.
Also very crazy to think about. Okay, so here we are looking here. So Seattle had a surprisingly good year, sweeping Anaheim and then losing to Vegas in round 2 before Vegas lost to St. Louis and St. Louis won. Columbus with a surprising deep push as well, which probably caught everyone a little bit off guard. I would think from the terms of what their franchise is, but they still have Pierre-Luc Dubois in this game as Patrick Laine is still on Winnipeg. Anyways, so simming to July 1st here, not a lot happened. I made one trade, Jeff.
Did you notice that?
I did.
You signed
yes.
one of our draft picks from a couple of years ago.
I did. So if I look at our transaction log here from last year, as we let it load here, I made a trade to get a second-round pick from Montreal, basically giving up the rights to Scott Reedy, Raska, and Spitzer, and a fifth round. Yeah, so 3 guys who we were actually going to lose the rights to if we didn't sign them. And a fifth-round pick to grab a second-round pick. Montreal tried to sign them, but I'm not sure how it went. I signed a couple of our draft picks, especially Riley Kidney and Santeri Hataka. I'm not sure how you say that.
Hataka, I guess.
Yeah. More just to give us some more defensive depth, and Kidney, we're going to lose his rights. He's starting to produce at a decent pace. He's probably an AHL-bound guy, but it gives us a little bit more depth. We let some players go. We did qualify some. We have some guys returning on loans who look like they might be ready. So let's take a quick look here at our roster as it is July 1st. And you can see, so Haka is only 1 star, so he's not going to be on this team. So we can actually probably just send him down to the AHL right now because he's not going to be ready. Shaka's coming along nicely. He's up to 2 stars. Kuznetsov, 2 stars. Lots of potential. Kale Addison, who we got as a free agent. Yeah, played 18 games. Or was it free agent, or did we pick him up off waivers? I think it was waivers.
I think it was waivers, yeah.
Yeah. So he's 2
Oh, no, wait, that was a trade. We got him for Declare.
Oh, right. You're right. Trade pickup. Merkley's starting to come along. Anze Kopitar's declining, but you know what? He's only got 2 years left at $5 million. We can handle that pretty easy. Eric Hull is doing okay. Connor Zary.
Kopitar's still reliable second line guy, I think.
Yeah, Connor Zary's up to 2 stars, kind of ready, or is at 2 stars. Didn't get any points last year, but I got high hopes for him.
Yep.
Tristan Robbins is up to 2.5, so there's a lot of potential. Our second round pick last year, Thomas Bordeaux, 4.5-star potential guy. He's turning out to be 1.5-star talent, so he might be fighting for a spot this next year. We picked up Konechny on waivers. I don't know if we could move him with the right package, might make sense, but we'll kind of see how that goes. He might play an important role. Zach Dean's coming up again, 2.5 stars. So that's awesome to see. He had 53 points in 55 games. We got Alex Calorn on waivers because Tampa Bay was trying to shed salary because they were so badly over. And then, just a few other guys. So we have a young team and a good core growing, and it becomes, how do we best help this team succeed? Well, one of the things that happened on July 1st, first off, we lost a scout, Jeff, so we need to look at maybe...
Lost a couple of them, didn't you?
Yeah, so we'll have to check our scouting. Maybe we'll do that right away, actually. More importantly, we also saw Larry Tannenbaum sold the Maple Leafs, Craig Leopold sold Minnesota, and Terry Pagula sold Buffalo.
We're actually still we're in the blue everywhere for scouting.
Okay.
19s, 20s, so I think that was maybe just a little bit of overkill.
Okay. So our board confidence...
we had there to begin with, so we can probably get away with not replacing those guys.
Okay, board confidence update here. Had hoped to reach the playoffs, but we didn't make it from long term. Prospective Hassan Plattner is concerned about your work as general manager. Not great. He wants us to be in the playoff race. A lot of things here. The big news is, okay, so there's some retirements, a lot of goalies. Koskinen, Ranta, Stala, Grease, Bernier. Corey Perry retired. Cal Clutterbuck, Andrew Cogliano, Leo Komarov. Eric Stahl retired. Bobby Ryan retired. Joe Pavelski, Zach Parise, Nick Holden, Franz Nielsen, Alexander Goligoski, Jeff Carter, Dustin Brown. Patrice Bergeron retired, and Boston didn't retire his number. I thought that was interesting.
Oh, that's a surprise.
He was
they've unofficially retired it.
Yes, but didn't officially. I thought that was
they've
interesting.
Honored it. Yeah.
Yes. Jay Big also retired. Most importantly, though, here, and I think for us, is we have a cap compliance buyout. Brett Stew in the chat says, I bought the game yesterday and I have 11 hours in it. Well, congratulations. Thanks for supporting us.
The cap, just to explain what that is, there's a mechanism in the game just to sort of simulate what happens in real life every few years when they renegotiate the collective bargaining agreement or renew it. Often the teams, the league will give themselves a little bit of an out to get rid of some bad contracts and get under the cap if it's changing or they're making any changes to the mechanics of the CBA. We don't really simulate the whole collective bargaining process, but what we do is have a little part of it in there is by giving you this option every few years to buy out a really bad contract, which costs you a bunch of cash, but doesn't give you a cap hit problem like it normally would to buy these guys out in the off season.
Yeah. And so Jeff and I were talking before we started the stream and, wanted to continue talking. And it really becomes, with San Jose, we've successfully dumped some of their biggest contracts, but we still have really big contracts on the books. And so we have 3 anchor contracts that are hurting us right now. We have Erik Karlsson, who's being paid $11.5 million for the next 5 years. Logan Couture is being paid $8 million for the next 5 years. And we've got Thomas Hertl, who's being paid $7.9 million for the next 5 years.
So I think we can take Hertl off that list of guys to consider because he's still only 28. 7.9 is not bad for a first line center at all.
No, it's reasonable. So it becomes down to Couture or Karlsson. 33, 32, so they're very close in age. 5 years, we're looking 37, 38. They're on a declining ability. I think one of these guys has to go, Jeff, and it becomes
the other one I can think about is Martin Jones, who's going to make 5.75 for the next 2 years, but it's only 2 years, so it's losing that isn't going to cause much back. There's big downsides to letting either Karlsson or Couture go.
Yeah,
Couture's our captain right now. Do we have a guy who can step in as captain? Check. Maybe have a look at the mental ratings.
All right, let's take a look here. So when we want to look for a team player and a leader.
No, leader is the primary thing, and then determination would be the next step.
All right.
Next most important one.
Hertl could step up and be the captain then, I think.
Yeah, determination's a little bit lower. Myers in there. If Karlsson would still be around, he'd be an option too. Okay. And we've got other guys, younger guys coming up. So that's not a factor.
So if we look at our depth chart, maybe this is the better question. If we got rid of Erik Karlsson, who's replacing him? So we have Jake Bean, who's up to 2.5 stars, finally. And Merkley, Shaka, Kale Addison, Kuznetsov, and Brennan Dillon.
If we would have to sign a free agent to replace him. I don't see any way around that. So you might want to look at the free agent pool at the moment.
And we also got Logan Couture. I mean, our left wing looks a little weak, but we got lots of other forwards and some centers who can move over too. Yeah. So maybe Couture is the guy who makes the most amount of sense.
Leaning that way right now, because I'm looking at the free agent defenseman. Morgan Riley's out there. He's coming off back-to-back 71-point seasons with the Leafs. So good there. He's only 28. We're going to have to pay. Well, let's find out what he wants.
Parenko. Okay.
Riley wants $7.6 million over 5 years, and I think if we wanted him, we would want to overpay that. I would say at least about 8.75.
Okay, so Colton
because
Parenko,
other teams are going to be bidding on him.
Yeah, Colton Parenko just showing up here wants 10.3 for 6 years,
and a no movement clause too.
Yeah, and a no movement. So I think that kind of hurts. Ryan Pollock would be interesting.
Cheaper, but he's not going to really produce offensively the way.
No, but he only wants 5.1 for 3 years.
And we do have a few. Looking at the guys coming up. I mean, if Addison works out, Merkley is more of an offensive guy too. Same with Bean. Ooh. It may make more sense to.
John Klingberg wants way too much money. A 6-year deal. Yeah, like having a more defensive defenseman is what you're thinking, right? Like if we could get Pollock.
Yeah. Chat question from Brett Stu in the OTP chat. Is there a button where you can find trades for a selected player? You want to show them where that is, Adam?
We're talking trade offer here. So
shop.
So if you go on your menu and on your roster and you right click on a player like Brendan Dillon, you can go to trade options, and you can either place them on the trade block, which will get you offers eventually and will typically be your best offers, or you can shop him instantly and you'll get offers which often teams will try to take advantage of you. I like to think of it as the Peter Chiarelli rule. And so you might get some wild offers, which might be good or might not be so good. And you can only do 3 a day, but
speaking of which, it might be an idea to try before when we decide on which guy we want to do the compliance buyout on,
try
shop him just in case to see if there's somebody makes an amazing offer. It's unlikely because.
All right. So if we let's just put an offer on Pulak because I think he would actually help our defense.
Yep. Even if we don't move Carlson, I think that would really shore us up. And we've got, we got enough. We got Kopitar still, and
we're gonna add.
There's enough forward depth, I think. You
think 5.3 a year would be enough?
Couture? What's he? That no, I would offer him 6 even.
I don't know if I want to go that high.
I think he's worth it.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
It's only a 3-year deal.
I'll offer him 6 million, 5.8, 5.7. As for response, okay. So a 3-year deal doesn't put us in too much trouble, but right now our salary cap is over with that offer. We're not going to sign Klingberg. I'm just going to end that negotiation, and we're not signing Parenko because they want too many years. Which leaves us back to if we cut our captain.
Couture, yeah. Fans aren't going to like that, but
no,
not at all.
Our owner's not going to be happy if we cut the fence.
Oh, we can't shop Couture because he's got no movement clause.
I think so does the other one.
Carlson, yeah, same deal. Okay, so that's out.
Yeah.
I think we go with Couture. He's a year older. Or wait, do they actually?
See,
does he just have a late birthday? Nope, he's a year younger.
I'm thinking
Carlson is a year younger.
You think so? Because my gut was saying we should maybe cut the. I mean, because Carlson's been getting hurt is my biggest fear.
check the history and the injury history on him.
Okay, Carlson.
Calf laceration, back 4 days, back stiffness 13 days, groin strain 6 days, strained shoulder 29 days. Not that bad. What's Couture had? Couture's had, 3 injuries, all minor, in the same amount of time.
So you want to cut the captain?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, just before we do this, let's take a look here at our job security and see how big of a hit we're at 59 for fan happiness. And our playoff race is high. Oh, boy, this is going to be a tough one, but all right. Per Jeff's instructions, everybody heard this. We are cutting.
All on me, huh?
Absolutely, it is. We are cutting our captain, Logan Couture. Yes, we are.
No, I don't think you'll get a reaction until the next day from the fans. So what does that do for our cap now?
All right, hold on a second here. Well, we're offering already, $6 million. So that puts us down to 70 million flat. Right now, before I can't remember if the offer's in on that. I don't think it is. So is there anybody else in? Okay, hold on. Wait a second. I got to go back here for a second.
I see a couple of guys. One graduating, one college guy, Ronnie Attard.
Okay, hold on. I got to offer Sorokin a new contract because he's playing. Okay, Sorokin
looks like he was a flyer spec that they didn't get signed.
Sorokin wants 6.36 for the next 6 years. We doing that?
Yeah, that's reasonable. He'll only be 32 then. He's just
he'd be 33.
Old as, yeah, well, pretty much the same as old as Jones is now.
Yeah, Merkley needs a contract. What does he want? 3.89 or 3.839 million for 2 years.
Yeah, he's coming off a good season, so that talent number is going to go up soon and pretty quickly.
So
pretty significantly, I think.
So we'd sign him to the 2-year deal, is what you're saying?
Yeah, does that get 21? Yeah, that would be his bridge deal, I think, to get him into UFA.
No, he's only 21. That'd take him to 23.
Oh, he's only 23, yeah, so not quite. Yep. Okay, so yeah, that's fine.
Timo Meyer, I'm scared to know what he wants. Oh man, Timo Meyer wants 10.83 million for 2 years. No, thank you, Timo Meyer. You are walking for that amount of money. Cal Addison only gotten to 18 games. I don't think we give him a contract yet because we'll see if he kind of turns out.
Unless check, maybe he's going to sign cheaply now. 1.1 for 3 years.
Yeah. All right, let's sign him then.
Yeah.
Although let's put him on a 2-way deal.
Calorn wants way too much. Eric Halla wants way too much too.
Yeah.
Matt Nieto is reasonable. He basically wants what he's getting now.
Do we want to sign Matt? Yeah, but he's going to be 30. He's only got 17 points. We got enough younger guys. I don't think we need to sign him.
Well, we can leave that until the end of the season.
Yeah, he might end up getting traded. Okay, so let's just call that right there. Okay, so back to free agents here for a second as we continue to look. You were talking about...
If you want to sort the free agents by potential, and you can then just scroll down, you can see the guys where there's a big ability potential difference. And
Nathan Steos, is that the one you're talking about?
That was one. He's coming out of the OHL, but there's a... Oh, maybe they signed him. No, you haven't advanced today yet?
No. Hold on a second. I just need to check one thing before we make a bunch of signings here.
Oh, wait. I've lost the other guy now. Where was he?
Contracts. Okay, we're at 42.
Oh, there we go. It's Ronnie Attard.
We're at 42 contracts right now, so we can sign like 2 or 3 guys.
Yep.
And by the way, our goaltending prospect actually needs a contract, so I'm going to go give him a contract right now too.
Yep.
Wallstat, if we can get him over.
We're really lucky we'll get an offer for Jones, but not counting on it.
We might be able to package him at the trade deadline. You never know. Okay, back to free agency here. I guess that was one thing about signing Sorokin. All right. Okay, I'm just going to filter this because that's a great way to find players who are younger. Oops. And so we will take them down to age 23. Okay, so Attard was the one you're talking coming out of
Western
college.
Michigan Flyers third round pick that they weren't able to sign coming out of college, and theoretically 4 stars potential, but big kid, scoring upside.
All right.
Tough.
And do we want to put an offer on Staios just to help boost our defensive depth then?
Yeah, we may wind up putting that Finnish kid down in the ECHL if we've got so many defensemen after that. Then maybe just...
Okay, with that
I'm
done,
not really
then
seeing any other decent prospects unless you want to... No, it's about 2.5 stars after that point.
Let's just look at up to 29-year-olds to see if there's any forwards we want to make a push to sign.
There's a villain, 1.5 star ability, 3-star potential. Had a good season in the Finnish Elite League last year.
Neil Pionk is a free agent.
I think we probably had him underrated in the database or at least at the time this game was started. So it may not be
2.5 stars to 3.
Yeah.
So not great, but no names are really jumping off the map here who I'm thinking we really need to sign. If we get Pollock and we get these guys signed, we're not going to have a lot of contract space.
And we still may have to sign somebody if we get a good what are our draft picks? We got that extra second rounder too. So
yeah, I think we might just run with a lot of young forwards. I don't see anyone really jumping off the page. She's like, oh, Vincent Trocheck would be an interesting ad. But we could also go bargain bin shopping once after the draft. Let's see if anyone's really standing out.
And don't forget, there'll also be some other compliance buyouts hitting the free agent list tomorrow.
All right. So do we want to do anything else here, Jeff, before we go on? Do we want to edit the league at all?
No, I think we added Seattle as an expansion team. We got the playoff format. Okay. Divisions all make sense. No, I think that's fine.
Okay. Let me just look at our unsigned guys here as well really quick. Yeah, if Jake McGrew walks, it's not the end of the world. Okay, yeah, I feel pretty good about where we're kind of at here, so let's advance a day. Unless we were going to increase the salary cap.
No, it works better if you don't touch it.
To the next day, then. Brett Stew in the chat asks, how long does it usually take for a team to offer you a trade for someone on your trade block? It can really depend.
If it's an attractive player, it can come very quickly. If it's some bad contract like Jones, we've had him on there for months now.
We did get a couple offers. We just turned them down.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it depends kind of what you want. You also get better offers possibly around something like the trade deadline too. So if you put a player up early February, it's a good time to do that. Because you never know quite what you're going to get. And it looks like there's a bunch of messages, so we'll see if anyone else of interest. Brett Stew says, I just put Jeff Skinner on there to get rid of his $9 million.
Good luck.
Well, again, we moved Zach Parise and what's his name? The defenseman. Sutter last year. All right, so taking a look.
Minnesota.
Okay, yes. Ryan Pulak signs with us. Colton Parenko
We
signs.
got him.
Yes. Colton Parenko signs with Nashville. All right. Sorokin signs.
What did he get? What did he sign for? Oh, $62 million over 6 years, I guess? 5 years?
6 years. 62.5, yeah. Cal Addison signs. Merkley signs. Ronnie Attard is not happy with his offer.
Oh, so there's bidding war for the...
All right, we'll give him one more try. Gotta go back here. Minor trade. Oh, I guess I missed the... no. Sean Couturier goes to Edmonton. Nobody else made a buyout, though, interestingly enough. Or at least showing up in stories.
Surprising. Check the free agent list. See if they're showing up on there. I can't remember if we've...
Okay,
hold
hold on.
There's a buyout story for us. I wonder if that's only pointed team line, maybe not a league-wide one.
Okay, so
take a look at that.
We got a bunch of job offers. Finland is about the only interesting one.
I wouldn't do that one just because they've got in-season tournaments, and that might be a little annoying.
Yeah. We could take the North Korea job offer if you want to, Jeff. No, that's a no. You don't want to do North Korea?
I don't really feel like getting shot, so no.
Jeff. Where is the next Olympics anyways? I got to think. Is it the Winter Olympics? Is it China? Is China the next one?
Yeah. Yep.
Too bad we don't get the Chinese job offer.
Oh, actually, wait. We've already had that in this game. So,
oh, yeah. It's 2022. Right.
I'm just trying to remember if they had... It's Italy, isn't it? The one after that. But I can't remember. Yeah, it's Milan. But I can't remember if they had announced that before we did the... at the point when we had started this game. So it may be a random one.
Well, that was the one that nobody wanted, right?
Yeah, basically.
Like it was supposed to. They figured it was supposed to go to Finland or one of the Nordic countries, and they pulled out at the last minute. And then it was going to go to France, and then they pulled out. I'm more just looking. We got so many job offers. We didn't do that well, but people are like, "Yeah, come coach our team." We
are an NHL coach.
If we take over Iceland, do we get to do the Goodwill Games, Jeff?
I don't think we got that tournament.
I think we need to add that tournament. Okay, Ozzy Weinblatt wants number 19, but Connor Zara already has it. So he's going to be number 91 instead. All right, so let's take a look here with our owner happiness and fan happiness. And actually, everybody's kind of okay for the moment. All right, good to know.
Check the free agents list just to see if
we are going to take a look.
Buyout guys showed up. I'm a little surprised because usually there's...
Because Zibanejad was not on there, so he just did.
Yeah, okay, so they did get buyout, so I got to check the...
No,
he was.
Thatcher Demko?
I'm looking at ours. Yep, he was on there too. Scroll up to the sort by ability. I can compare it to my page because I'm still on the first.
Nobody's name's jumping off. All these names look like they were on there.
Yep, I don't see anybody. Oh, was Olofsson? Yeah, Olofsson was. That's surprising. Maybe I have to take a look at that.
Well, remember, this is an original build too, Jeff.
No, it's been fine for years. I don't see why it would have broken.
All right. Ryan Sutter is available if we actually want to bring in the old man.
Pass. We got too many young defensemen to be giving him time.
All right. Nobody's really jumping off. We can see some signings have happened. I think we're just going to advance to the next day.
Riley to Philadelphia.
Yeah, hopefully we get our goaltender signed here. Actually, maybe we should try manually moving. Actually, we can do that at the draft. I'll see if we can move our goaltender. Jones, I mean.
Oh, actually, if I just was scrolling through trying to see if we had any buyout announcements earlier. The Winter Olympics host was named because we didn't. I don't think Italy was preset at this point. The 2026 Winter Olympics will be in Spain.
Interesting. Okay, so there has been some contract terminations. Colton Poolman is now a free agent. Some minor ones. I can't think of anything we really need.
It's just, I mean, we've got so many young guys that are just about ready to take another step. Not sure there's much of a point in signing older free agents, particularly when we still might want to somehow get Timo Meier under contract next year.
I don't want to pay him that much money. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but unless somebody really steps up. Anybody sign Couture?
Oh, you know, I haven't really been paying enough attention. I'm sure somebody will at some point. And if anybody is watching, again, we're streaming live on twitch.tv/franchise hockey manager, as well as twitch.tv/OOTP developments. And we are watching both chats. So if you have any questions, by all means, please go ahead and ask.
And we got the draft coming up in a couple of days, too.
I know. I'm so excited, Jeff. You know, drafting is one of my favorite things to do.
And potential lottery pick.
Oh, we got Steos. Okay, that's good. But Attard signs with Carolina. So,
well, 1 out of 2.
Okay, Pittsburgh has offered us a deal. They have offered us 27-year-old Connor Clifton for Martin Jones. He's 1.5 star. Like, he's not anything, but we get out of that contract.
It's a salary dump, basically. Clifton's. Yeah, Clifton's on a one-way deal, though, I think.
Yeah, I don't care. Let's make that deal just so we get rid of him.
Yeah. Yeah, and you can shop Clifton for a draft pick.
Yep. So he's gone. Clifton, we're going to immediately just try and shop him and see what happens.
And we'll probably wind up going with Wallstedt as the backup this year.
Assuming he signs.
Yep.
Montreal offers us a 7th-round pick this year. Okay, that's not bad. Boston offers us a 7th-rounder. Jeff, who is the worst teams this past year?
They're 7th-rounders. Does it matter?
It absolutely does, Jeff. I want the highest 7th-rounder possible.
Hang on. Read me our options.
Every team, I think, has offered us a 7th-round pick.
Okay, hang on. History. Did we get an offer from Arizona?
Yes, we did.
Take it. They're the lowest one. They finished last year.
Okay. Complete trade. Dun, dun, dun. Wait, did Winnipeg offer? I think Winnipeg offered us Lucas Pisa. I clicked through it so fast, I missed it. But
it just went by on my screen. I think that was a draft pick.
Okay. I was going to be like, why would we want Lucas Pisa? Whatever. So we transform Martin Jones into a 7th-round pick. I like it. That's a good move for us. So how many picks do we have this year, Jeff? Well, I'm just finishing up deleting these because I don't like looking at the blue marks. It's a personal thing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
All right, 11
and
picks.
12 with the one you just got.
Okay, so we have some fuel that we could actually probably move up and probably grab a 3rd-round pick too, I think. Right? I'm not crazy on that.
A first, 2 seconds, and a third. And then we got 4 fifth rounders, counting our own actually, and 2 7th rounders, and everything else is 1 per round.
Yeah, so we could probably jump up to a third if we move a couple of those fifths. So why don't we look at doing that here, because we can help show Brett Stu how to make a draft day trade. As we showed you how to move other things, but yes, you can still make a trade. If a player has a no movement clause, they can block you when you try to add them to the trade, or add them to the trade. So we are on July 5th, which means tomorrow. Oh wait, I was going to check to see if Couturier signed with somebody. I remembered at the last second.
Couturier did sign already. You mean
nope, he has not signed.
Couture,
sorry. Yes, Couture.
Yeah.
Matthias Ekholm's still just sitting there too. Just kind of being like, hey guys.
Will Couture talk to you? I don't think so.
You can't sign him after you do a compliance buyout.
All right, yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah.
It says I'm not interested in further negotiations anyway. So just taking a quick look. If we look back at it we currently have 71 million. Yeah. So we still have space, although that is affecting that buyout is affecting how much money we actually have, because it is part of our budget.
Yeah.
But it's not affecting our cap.
And our budget is still above the cap amount, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so no issue.
No. But it's just important for us to know and mention, and so everybody's on the same page. And all right, Jeff, how are you feeling? Do you think we're going to move into the top 10?
And I should mention that it doesn't the restrictions on moving up in the draft that were in the actual NHL draft lottery this year aren't in place at this point, and so we do have a chance at moving up significantly.
Okay, what number do we want Wallstat to have? He wants number 1, but that's being used by Sorokin.
Give him 20, Trechak style.
No.
Or 30 or 35.
I'm going to give him 37. Yay, he's fine with that number. Yay. Ha, ha, ha. All right, we have the draft lottery. Woo! Let's do this.
Hey, P-Wog.
What's up, P-Wog? Draft lottery. Click on this big green button over here. All right. Number 16 is the LA Kings. 15 is Edmonton. 14 is the Islanders. Oh, we got the 13th pick. We didn't move up. Darn. Chicago retains the 12th. Carolina's 11. Tampa Bay's 10. New Jersey's 9. Wow, no movement yet.
Nope, none at all.
Pittsburgh is 8. Ottawa is 7. Wow, this is crazy. Number 6 is Dallas. Still the same. Number 5 is, Vancouver Falls.
Because, of course, they did.
So Calgary moving up. Buffalo,
every team I
3.
support doesn't do anything in the... Orlando Magic they're my NBA team, and they fell in the NBA lottery the other day.
Arizona falls from 1st to 3rd, which means the number 1 draft pick goes to the Calgary Flames. Montreal,
who were Stanley Cup champions 2 years ago,
yes.
And
Montreal's picking next.
And it's actually a strong year. Savoy and Shane Wright is the big one.
Yeah. All right. Interesting. All right, we're going to the next day to do the entry draft and try and make a trade. So we'll try and make a trade with Vancouver and offer them some 5th round picks for their 3rd rounder, so they can feel better.
And by the way, it looks like Brett Burns did really well after we traded him to Calgary. 18 points, 24 games.
He's about the only guy on that team, I think, so. All right. So 13th overall pick. So we'll get a guy who might be able to play this year, more likely next year. We're going to go straight to a trade offer and go right down to Vancouver. We have, all right, Montreal's, well, let's trade our 5th round pick because it's the latest 5th rounder. Montreal, Calgary, take them. And Carolina 7th. Let's just see what that does for the Canucks. Oh, the Canucks don't have a 3rd rounder. All right, let's go after the 2nd rounder then. They're not happy with that thought. Okay, let's go back to the drawing board here. Of course, they wouldn't have a 3rd rounder. What if we offer them 2 5s, a 5th, and a 7th for their 2nd? They say okay to that. Would you do that, Jeff?
Yeah, we're liable to get a better player than we would out of those 4.
All right, so I'll grab another 2nd round pick. All right, so that gives us now, if we look at our depth chart here really quick, a 1st, 3 seconds, a 4th.
Although it's not looking like a really strong 2nd round now that I look at it.
Well, any chance we have, we can go better, right? All right, so let's do that. Let's not do any more. Let's just try and draft where we are. Unless we see somebody dropping, in which case we'll try to trade back into the 1st round. So draft day. Visit the draft page. All right. First pick is Shane Wright, of course, going to Calgary. Second pick is a surprise. Montreal takes Ruslan Gazizov.
Wow, they went really off the board there.
I have no idea who that is. Wow. Okay. A 0.5 2-star potential.
That's strange. Scouting really.
Okay, Montreal. I don't even know what to say that. Next pick is Matt Savoy going to Arizona. Okay. Next pick is Noah Ostlund going to Buffalo.
Yep.
Next pick is Vancouver takes Panofimus.
Yep.
Again, another player I'm not familiar with. Jeff?
Yeah, 4.5-star potential. That's a good pick.
Okay. Next pick is...
You'll start to see the 4-star guys. It'd be really nice if Brad Lambert fell down to us.
Okay, Alexander Legkoff goes to Dallas. Next pick is Seamus Casey to Ottawa. Next pick is Brad Lambert, just because you said that, to Pittsburgh.
Ouch. No, Pittsburgh, great. They need it.
Next pick is Quinn Finley from Wisconsin going to New Jersey. And the final top 10 is Tristan Lunau to Tampa
So I think
Bay.
the big guy left on the board right now is Ivan Miroshnichenko, who had a kind of disappointing first year in the queue.
All right. Next pick is Max Domesticoff? Is that relative to...
He's born in Russia. He's got American nationality, but I don't think he's getting Domesticoff.
Okay. The guy you just said, whose name I don't want to say and screw up, just went to Chicago, 1 pick ahead of us.
Miroshnichenko, great.
Yeah. So there's 1 4-star guy left, which is...
Julius Salamonson?
Yes. He's actually scheduled to go to the WHL this year.
Oh, yeah, going to Prince George.
So that immediately intrigues me.
Yeah, that's good.
What do we have for scouting on him? Second or third tier laner is current league. Strongest part of his game is playmaking ability.
Stamina
well above
Actually,
average.
the consensus says he's a 4.5 star, so that's why our scouting may be a little low, potentially.
He seems very prone to injuries. Don't like that.
Not very prone. He's kind of average.
That's what our scout says.
Oh, that's... The injury chart doesn't say that. Potentially as good as Carlson. Not a physical guy.
Well, there's some other guys here from the OHL who are interesting.
What's the best forward we got?
To draft, you mean? Or just in general?
Yeah, just Charlie Golob. Well, no, he had a terrible year with Erie.
Yeah.
No interest there.
Oh, old friend Liam Arnsby. He's only 3 stars. We might be able to grab him in round 2.
Yeah, he was that the Minnesota game that was so good for us?
I was going to say Quebec, I think.
Oh, the expansion. Well, yeah, where we did the expansion team, maybe.
Just taking a look. He's not going to fall. He's going to go at the end of round 1 with how his... Because there's not... Yeah, it drops to 3 stars there pretty quick, but it stays at 3 stars. All right. Well, this is another name from, I think, back then was Simon Nemec. 1.5 stars already.
Slovakian, yeah. But none of these guys is really in the same league as Salamonson.
Oh, Jorian Donovan looks interesting. What's his story here? From Richmond, Ontario.
1.5. Yeah, it seems like a fairly safe bet, just not particularly...
Donovan can hold a spot in the lineup, but isn't likely to be a top defensive option in the league. The weakest part of his game is his goal-scoring ability. He's a defensive defenseman. Well, that's actually something we need, though, Jeff.
Not really. He's more of a two-way guy, it looks like, though. Not really completely defense-oriented. You're right, though. I mean, Salamonson is mostly an offensive guy.
Yeah, I think Donovan might actually be the right guy for us. He's a captain, too, already in the OHL.
Yeah, 15 leadership already. That's nice.
Okay, what about the Spencer Sova? Taking a look at his scouting here. Strongest part of the game is playmaking ability. Very good stamina. Willing to learn. Physical strength is above average. Seems prone to injuries, though, it says.
Interesting. If you have a look at our scout suggestions, they've got Seamus Casey. Or did he go already? Really high? I think he might have gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
The other one they've...
Scout suggestions are Salamonson and Donovan.
So anyway, which is pretty much what we had decided already too, one of the other.
Now, just looking at the possible... Okay, I'm just curious here. Yeah, Montreal sure went off the board with that second pick, huh? Ooh.
Yeah, not sure what they were thinking.
So one guy missing. Don't forget, Montreal had, what's his name on their team? The guys in Calgary. Former Boston player. His name is just escaping my mind.
What do you mean, in real life? Or?
Yes, in real life. He ended up in Montreal in this game. Oh, man, this is bad. Lucic, thank you. Wow.
Forgot Lucic? Jeez.
Yes. Yeah, I think... Okay, it's going to be Donovan. We're taking Donovan.
Okay. Go with the...
I got to go with my gut feeling. The slightly more defensive defenseman, I think, fits what we need.
He is more NHL ready right now, although I don't think he'll be playing for us this year.
Salamonson goes with the next pick to the Islanders.
Yeah.
Ty Nelson goes next. Frank Nazar. Lane Hudson. Rutger What kind of name is that? That is awesome. Jeff, how did we not draft this guy? Yes. How did we not draft this guy? What? Rutger McGroarty. That honestly sounds like a name that would come out of the just random database.
Nope, real guy.
3.5 star. Jeff, I would have drafted him first overall if I would have seen that name. You're lucky I didn't. All right, so we're at pick 20 here. Every pick I see, our boy still on the board, I'm tempted to try and trade up.
Who, Armstrong?
Yeah.
Let it go. Maybe it'll get to us. Really would like to get him on that would
Maddox,
fit in
Fleming,
with what we need.
Jack Devine just went. Simon Nemec was our top guy left. So when is our next pick? Montreal. So top of the next round. Spencer Sova.
Yeah, I think we're going to get him.
William Yee. Jeff, why do you got to curse us like that? Nathan Gocher. Zam Plant. That is another awesome name. Zam. Oh, I know that name. Michael Carlivelis. That would have been a good pick, too. Gavin Hayes is pick 28. Paul Ludwitsky, 29. Zachary Lavoie, pick 30. Caleb Smith goes 31. Justin Cote goes 32. Round 1 is done. All right.
There.
Patrick Thomas goes pick 33, and it's our pick, so we can take him. But the top guy left on the board is Tyson Greenway, but he's been awful.
Yep.
So just looking at some of these other, but I think it's Arnsby. Arnsby is a guy who could actually push for a job this year, so we're going to grab. Well, he's 1.5 stars. He's 1.5 stars already. Like he's
if we're playing 1.5 star forwards, we're in trouble.
No, but he could get up to 2 pretty quick. All right,
maybe.
So
he did do that in the other game, didn't he?
Yeah, he played as a 2 and he played well, I think. Okay, so we're back on the board here after 1 pick.
We got another one already.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you moved to
Vancouver's. Yeah. Okay, so top guy ready.
I'd say another forward here probably.
Well, top guy on the board who's closest is Landon McCollum, who had 67 points in 68 games in the OHL. What's our scouting say on him? Weakest part is his defensive game. Oh, maybe Jeff, here you go. Personality. There's exactly what you want to see, right?
Yeah, there we go. Dirty side to it.
Yeah. So you want him?
I'm just trying to find him in my game. McCallum was an assistant captain last year too. Yeah, 1.5 stars already. Yes. Seems like a pretty safe pick. Yeah, I'd do it.
All right. Loading up on forwards.
Oh, we're already loaded for defensive prospects. And since we let Jones go, we should probably get a goalie at some point in the draft. How many picks you got left?
Oh, lots. Okay, we're on to our third second-round pick, which is ours now. And Tyler Brennan just went, which is disappointing. That would be could have been a decent goaltending prospect.
Any decent-looking two-way wingers?
Right now, I'm just looking to see if there's... Okay, we do have some 3-star goal potentials. Kelowna Rocket, Jeff.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, wait, that's a center. My bad. Damien Gardner. Dominic DeVentius.
Yeah, it looks like he didn't get much playing time in North Bay.
Okay, this is our we don't have a third-round pick, so I think we should take a goaltender here. Let's just filter by goaltenders.
It looks like okay. Wait until it comes up.
Yeah, so it's going to be Deventius or Charlie Zolan.
Yeah, actually, look, Zolan looks like he's much farther along at this point than Deventius. Yeah, I've got no idea how to say that.
9, 10, and he's 13, 13. Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah, so Zolan seems like he's... Who's he belong to in the queue? Katie Bathurst. So he seems much more likely to be NHR. He's also slightly younger, too. He's got a late birthday.
What's our
go with him?
Scout say on him? He's not known for being particularly dirty. Well, that's probably a good thing for a goaltender.
Oh, why have we gotten that?
Ooh, wait a second. Big red flag. Big red flag on him.
What?
Zolan will have serious difficulty performing in big game situations.
Not what you really want in a goalie.
Yeah. Okay, boom. Just like that, he's off the list. Sorry, Jeff. Now, I am slightly intrigued by this Finnish goaltender, Hugo Havlid.
Swedish.
What did I say?
Finnish.
Oops. My bad. Yes. Oh, he's playing in Peterborough. Okay, let's see. He's a bit of a journeyman. Doesn't tend to make long-term plans to stay with the team. Capable of handling a heavy loadout.
One other one, Tyler Brennan and Prince George.
Yeah. Havlid is made out of glass. Sneeze near him and he'll be out day to day. Okay. Not exactly what you want from a goaltender as well. Brennan. Oh, no, he got drafted already, Jeff. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
He was the guy I was thinking about too, but yeah, he got drafted.
Is Sergey Ivanov still in there?
He is, yes.
Looks like he somehow washed out of Saginaw this year, so I know he may wind up back in Russia after a bad first year in Canada.
Okay, I know did we actually look at the scouting report of Dominic Deventius? I don't think we did.
Oh, I guess we did, didn't.
Plays the same way as Ilya Sorokin. Gets hurt a lot. Well, that gets hurt a lot is not the same as being made of glass.
Yeah. Nothing, decent stamina. That's important. And looks like he will be starting in North Bay this year. Oh, no, actually, no, he'll be sharing time. It looks like they kept an overage guy. Joe Verbedich, who was a Tampa draft. Oh, no, he is signed to Tampa. But, he may move up. So he'll get a little more playing.
Did we look at this Czech goalie? Okay, yeah, all these guys seem to be injury prone. Okay, you know what? We're gonna take the guy whose name we can't both say. Deventius. All right.
Okay.
So we don't have a pick for the rest of the second and through the third, so I'm just going to go pick until human here.
Yeah.
And waiting. Now I need to unfilter so we're not just looking at goalies anymore. All right, and the top guy left is actually Damien Gardner for top potential. So do we jump on the Kelowna
What
Rocket?
about possibly? What about Ogren, the Swede?
Ogren, 40 points with Red Deer. We have two almost back-to-back picks here too. Oh no, wait, sorry, that's fifth round. We're in the fourth round right now.
And he is Ogren. Not really physical. Tends to get hurt a little.
Okay, what's Gardner saying?
Sort of a Ryan Donato type.
I think we had Damien Gardner in an old game too, and he turned out okay.
You think? I don't think he turned out well.
Did he? I can't remember. He gets hurt a lot too, anyways, according to his stats. All right, we'll take the We will take the Swede.
Okay, Ogren. Yeah.
Unless you want to take Zach Filak.
No, I'll go for the winger. Go for the natural winger. We got a ton of centers right now, and we know they may not all convert well. I think Ogren's...
We can convert everybody. Pick until human. Okay, Gardner has gone. Okay, Filak is actually still there.
Yeah, might as well grab him then.
Just take a quick look at his scouting report. Oh, wait, Connor Geeky's there. We're grabbing him.
Just because of the name.
No, he plays for the Winnipeg. Filak gets hurt a lot too, so that's...
Yeah.
Connor Geeky. Man, I like Connor Geeky. He's, 6'4", Jeff. He's the type of guy we could badly use. I have to convert him probably off the center. Although maybe he will control one of those center spots. All right, so...
From Strathclair, Manitoba. Where is Strathclair? Doesn't ring a bell for me.
I should know this, but I'm drawing a blank in the top of my head. I'm sure you're Googling it right now to look. Continuing here. So it was actually back-to-back picks. Okay, I like this guy's name already. Give me a good scouting report. Gets injured a lot. Doesn't slack off in practice. Above average stamina. Strongest part of the game of his skating ability. Okay, yes. We are drafting James Swan.
Yeah.
If I can find him again. Where did he go? There he is.
Strathclair is like between, like, sort of western part, like northwest of Minnedosa.
Okay. Not that anybody who's watching the stream probably has any idea where Minnedosa is.
Now, like an hour or so drive from Brandon.
Yeah. All right. So we are now on to round 6. Couple overagers.
Yeah, this is just...
could take a flyer on.
Yeah. Chris should maybe grab another defenseman because we only took the one, right, so far this draft.
We have a guy who we've hardly scouted whose name I want to hear you try and pronounce. I'm just going to leave it highlighted here so you can see it.
Albin Johansson?
That's what it looks like, yep. I almost don't want to draft him for that exact reason. Okay, who's the tallest guy left in the draft? 6'7". Only 2 stars, though. That's disappointing.
Who's the shortest guy? I think I got him. Look who's there.
Ozzy Weisenblatt?
No, turn it.
Eddie Gucci?
Yeah, Gucci's there.
Who actually turned out not great, but yeah, definitely a former draft pick in one of our games.
It's only 1.5 star potential, though. I tuned him down a little this year. He wasn't.
Oziz Weisenblatt?
Oasis.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yes, sure. We got his brother, so might as well get the whole set of them.
He's only 5'9". Oof. Oof. I'm not sure about that. Oasis is a very interesting name.
Well, the other... That's Aussie, Orca, Oasis, and Ocean.
Trying to see a defenseman who could be something, but it's slim pickings here, Jeff. Slim pickings. Okay, I'm going to pick this guy just for you.
Which one?
Steel Quiring?
Now from Kelowna?
Yep. We'll make him a... Oh, wait, he's a right winger. I thought it said right defenseman. Oh, never mind.
Scroll up a little bit. I thought I saw a guy somebody who's a defenseman who's 1-star ability already. Too far.
Kubliak.
That might be image. Oh, hold on, I'm a second behind you. Kubicek. Yeah, he's
20.
Graduated from the yeah, that's why he's 1-star. So
Yeah.
forget that. Anybody from an odd country?
Well, a Japanese player. We've already seen Jeff.
Oh yeah, aside from the Gucci's.
Just looking to see if anyone's jumping out.
Couple Austrians. I might have seen an English guy. Did he go already? Mason Alderson, who's playing Junior A.
I'm sure people are thrilled by us looking and trying to make it just draft somebody. Why don't you just
There's actually a better Japanese guy available, Yu Sato.
Are you just telling me we should draft them back to back so if we sign them that they won't be lonely?
Actually, he's forward too, so yeah. No, I think what's the best defenseman?
All right, let's filter this out then. So best defenseman from a random country, that's what you want to do?
I do see an excellent name on a Norwegian center. Kenneth Papalardo Guldbrandsen.
Oh, apparently Medicine Hat has all the little brothers of NHLers. Drew Krebs is playing for Medicine Hat.
Actually, that's might not. Oh no, he's only 1.5 stars.
Yeah.
What's the top of the list look like?
Okay, how about we take Nathan Bolduc? Half-star talent, 2-star potential. Had 18 points in 45 games in the queue.
What about who's Matachuk?
He's 5'9". I don't like that.
Bolduc's only 5'10", and Matachuk's at least 192.
Fine, I will pick him then. I'm not arguing about this anymore. It's a 6th-round pick.
Okay.
Okay, we're at 7th.
So we got one more. Eh?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so now all the guys we wanted are gone. All right, let's find the guy with the best name. Kuhn?
No, let's not go there.
Oh, Lucas Kuhn looks like a.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I got the guy.
What?
Linus Loof.
Best way to
search. Got two of them. Loof.
Okay, hold on. What's our scouting suggestions? Our scout suggests Etienne Tremblay Mathieu. Safe suggestion is. Oh, wait a second. Oh, this guy might be the right guy. Yeah. How about a forward who's German who played in the OHL last year but is headed back to the DL? Julian Lutz.
Yeah, actually doesn't look too bad.
Let's take a quick look at him. Got his contract, or not contract, I meant to hit scouting. Gets hurt a lot. You know what? He's a 7th-round pick flyer. I like that. All right. And with that, I think that wraps up our draft.
Yep.
Yes. All right. So we're done. Jeff,
Actually, advance it to the next day. I just want to see something.
All right. While it's advancing, let me begin our outro sequence. So thank you very much for tuning into another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. We typically stream every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/OOTP Developments, as well as twitch.tv/Franchise Hockey Manager. All of our streams are archived on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/OOTP Developments. You can also reach out to us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Franchise Hockey Manager. On Twitter, we're at Franchise Hockey. We can also find a link to our official Discord channel in our Twitter bio. As well, you can come on down to our official website, which is ootpdevelopments.com. Click on the community button in the top right-hand corner, which will bring you to our official forums. We can come talk about Franchise Hockey Manager 7, Out of the Park Baseball, Perfect Team, and of course the recently released Out of the Park Go, which is now available on mobile platforms. Jeff, I think there might be some news or something tomorrow too. People, and if you're watching this on YouTube, you might want to just check our social media about things too, right?
Yep, something coming up tomorrow that might be of interest, particularly if you don't have the game yet.
No, nothing straight up mentioned there. Just smiles. Again, you can see the smiles behind the camera that doesn't exist, or rather the camera that's not turned on. So this is continuing to spin. So I think here's a good spot for us to say goodbye, unless Jeff, unless you want to wait for this, or
no, you can leave it. I just wanted to get you ahead of. We can take a look after we're off.
All right.
Nothing.
No, streaming. Good. All right. So we will be back again next week with Jeff's WHA stream, where we have brought back, or rather kept, the WHA alive, expanded it and the NHL as there is a fight for supremacy. And the Cincinnati Stingers are
going to make the playoffs.
What's that, sorry?
But they'll be in the playoffs. But they'll be in the playoffs.
Well, when 8 of the 10 teams make the playoffs.
Yeah.
All right. We will be back again next week. So thank you very much, and we will see you all again real soon.